My name is Ian Walsh, joined again with Jeremy Bowers. Jeremy, thank you for being on. And we've actually decided to revisit, as we did the first video with Jeremy and his career move that he made into the investment world of in the Philadelphia markets. So this is kind of a follow-up video. And the first one we discussed the turnkey model that you guys are pursuing. And that turnkey model's benefits and some of the things that maybe people don't know about the turnkey model. And we discussed renovations and how you streamline the process. You did a fantastic way to explain it to me about Pepsi versus Coke. What I'd like to also ask now, though, as I was thinking about this, was if I'm going to come in and I want to buy a property in the area, there's a lot of different kinds of neighborhoods that I could end up being in. So if you guys are kind of sourcing it, you know, what are my expectations? Am I in a really troublesome area? Am I in Center City, Philadelphia, high rises? Like, what does the turnkey product end up looking like, I guess, location wise?
Right. So the first thing is we got to determine what you're looking for.
Okay.
So what type of investment you're looking for. So we'll have a sit down conversation or over the phone conversation on that process on your real estate renovations. Investments that you're looking for, okay? That's number one. Number two is there's two types of neighborhoods. Number one, traditional neighborhoods, and number two, developing neighborhoods, okay?
Yep.
And it all depends on the investor, what they're looking for. So we'll start off with one, the traditional neighborhood. It's very traditional, long-term, probably some high returns on rents. Percentage appreciation is modest growth over long-term periods, okay? The second option is developing neighborhoods. That's a long-term play. You're not going to make as much as return on your per month, but long-term, you're going to make a lot more in your appreciation. So some people come to me, Ian, and say, listen, I want a mid-return on my percentage on the teens on return on real estate investments and monthly income. Well, that's going to be one part of those neighborhoods. The other one could be someone says, I want single digits returns, but I want a long-term play and appreciation.
Okay.
So I got to find out first, number one, Ian, what are they really looking for? And it's not a whole neighborhood either.
Oh,
a lot
right.
of people get mistaken. They think, okay, if I want a developing neighborhood, I'll just give you an example, throw it out there, Gray's Ferry. Not every street on Gray's Ferry is going to be a great real estate renovation. So what we do differently is we actually do the research, and we've been doing this research on this, is pulling and determine where people are pulling permits. So we're looking at specific streets within specific neighborhoods of where the construction's happening. We like to develop and put these turnkey products in neighborhoods where other people are already developing. So A, they're going to get the appreciation, but B, most importantly, they're going to get that appreciation long term in what the house is worth, right? Mm-hmm. So that is probably the most important thing up front, is determining which one you want, the traditional or if you want the developing.
Interesting. I guess I wouldn't have really thought about it. You know, I'm typically, if I've given money to somebody in the past, or if I was investing in something, you know, it's there's not that much variation from my understanding.
Right.
So I guess when I come to you guys have done the research, you guys know where you want to put the money, you know where the returns are, and I guess my biggest thing is to have that streamlined expectation
Yep.
of the predictable outcome of what I'm giving you, because I don't know about you, but I'm a conservative guy, right? So if I said, hey, I want to buy a property, I'm not here to hit a home run.
Right.
I just want something predictable. I can put my money somewhere. Maybe I don't like the stock market. It's not a tangible object. A house is. I know the money's sitting there. I have brick and mortar. You're saying I can find a predictable model that we put the money in, and therefore you guys go ahead and, you know, then it's managed and so forth in neighborhoods that you guys have researched. So I like that idea for sure, because I'm a conservative guy, and that's that's what I like. So I would imagine there's other people in the same shoes as me.
Yeah, just, once again, it's going to come down to consistency, quality, and predictability is the three things what we're doing differently in these turnkey models for people in the traditional or developing neighborhoods. And it all comes down to up front, sitting down, talking to us on the phone of what that person's exactly looking for. And Ian, we're not going to just provide any house to any person. We got to first determine what they're looking for. So that's the most important, I think, different thing that we're doing over here at TCS Investments right now up front.
That's interesting. So you really are determining my appetite as well, because that's right. You know, if I were to give my money to a money manager, to stock fund or something like that, and he just went in and said, hey, we're going to do this high risk maneuver with your money, I'd be like, whoa, that's not my appetite. Yep. You know, me personally. So I guess that makes a ton of sense to me, that you guys would then allocate the money towards the risk threshold that maybe an incoming investor might be, have. So Jeremy, I'm excited for what's going on with TCS Investments. It sounds like you guys are making huge moves in the marketplace. I've seen you guys everywhere. So appreciate you. And as always, you guys know we're Ian Walsh and Jeremy Bowers reside. So good to go.